Yes, how can I help you?
What? Who the hell is this, James?
That's my PA. You talk to her from now on, not me, okay?
What? You have got to be... Mate, get your ass on set. I don't know what you guys are doing. Just, come on, we've got a show to do.
Now, excuse me, Sean. James has said that he will not be speaking to you until you apologise to him. So you can pass on a message, but he will not be seeing you today.
That's right, you heard it.
Apologise? What? That bloody James, mate, is paying my bum. But luckily, I got his dildo. I mean, his blow-up doll there. So, James, I don't give a shit how upset you are. Don't send me your PA, mate. I don't need you anymore. This guy's for free. So stay in your little cozy hut with your hot little PA. Anyway, welcome to the show. My name's Sean Parry, your host for this evening. And on today's show, we've got some very cool guests. My mum's coming on. Well, not really. It's Big Mama's Boy's mum. We look forward to having a chat with her. She's going to be jumping in the bed. Hopefully she brought some lasagna to feed all my cast and crew because, we're a bit hungry. But, more importantly, the funniest man in the frickin' world is here. He's bald. He's sexy. He's looking at me now. His name's David. We're going to be chatting to him. Tommy's going to be chatting to him very soon. And he's going to be doing a live performance at the end of the show. I look forward to having a bit of a giggle. And also we have to mention, thanks to 98.9 Northwest FM, catch all the goss after this show with myself, James and Kate on the Bash Radio Show, where you can hear all the stuff that happens behind the scenes, like the dildo we had last week and that kind of stuff. I don't know who brought that. Vicky, maybe. Just saying. No, she didn't. Sorry, Vic. Hey, guess what? It's time to thank our sponsors because without them, the show wouldn't happen. Thanks to Quencher, as well as V&J Menswear. We're going to have a chat to them about some cool, sexy stuff very soon. And, of course, Stones Cafe, Geneva, and a couple of others. But one more importantly... No, it's not cocaine, don't worry. Panzerotti, the men that feed our cast and crew. Ooh, this is still fresh. These sexy things you can get from Flinders Lane. Check them out. They're called Panzerottis. They're like a little pastry puff thing filled with some, like what you'd find on a pizza, you'd find in here. And they're really delicious. This one not so good. No, I'm kidding, Vince. I love them. Thanks, Vince. Thanks for feeding our cast and crew. But now we're going to go with an interview with Tommy and David on the couch.
We're back. I'm back, and it is season 3. And who else is back with me is David Ivkovic, who was on season 1, of course. How are you?
I was. Thank you very much. You got my name on. I'm real happy about that.
I went up to him before and I said, how do you pronounce your surname? And you said, if you get it wrong, I'm going to kick the shit out of you.
I did. And you know what? I've got to tell you, James made me a promise. The last time I was here, I was promised sex, which was great. I got it. This time, I'm hoping it's with a girl.
Well, it's not going to happen from me.
Oh, come on!
Sean may be able to organise something, but how have you been, mate? How have you been since season 1?
Might have been fantastic. I've lost heaps of weight. I'm looking sexy, naked. Doing the done thing. Back in the gym, back at doing gigs. Racing motorcycles, fighting, killing kangaroos.
Now,
making up shit. I don't know. I live in life. Yeah.
I overheard you talking to someone in the audience, and you said that you were once a fighter. A boxer.
I was a boxer. I did that for a little while, but
22 fights. What did you say?
22 amateur fights, 6 professional fights, and I've had about 400,000 training with. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 22 years as well. So I'm not a violent person, by the way, guys. But
so how do you deal with hecklers in the crowd when you're doing your comedy shows?
I fucking punch them. No, actually, I actually look forward to hecklers. It challenges me, and I love it. So I'm hoping later on, by the end of the show, people will yell that shit, which will be good. I love it. I don't really get violent with people. Yeah. I do like yelling at people, though.
Now, you obviously have done a lot of gigs. Yeah. Have you got any stories for us from a gig they have to be funny. You can't tell me not a funny story, but from a gig that is memorable to you.
Story. I used to do a lot of bus tours. I think I may have told this story before. If I have, I'm sorry. But I used to do bus tours when I first started off, which was like Hens Nights, Bucks Nights, and all that sort of stuff.
Were you a stripper?
Yeah. Anyway, no. Well, we went to strippers and stuff like that. But one time I used to come back and, I always used to make sure that these kids, was like, is everyone back on the bus? Are we all there, right? And true story, no word of a lie. One time I got in the bus and said, we all back? We everyone here? And they go, no, I think we're missing a comedian. Something they're going, you fucking, smart asses. But anyway, that's a true story. I'm sure that's happened to a lot of bus people. But anyway,
recently you've just done a series of tours raising money. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I don't know where you heard that from, but. No, what happened was what happened was with money. I do a lot of fundraising gigs for people that for benefits like cancer and heart diseases and blood diseases and all that sort of stuff for charities. I do it willy nilly.
Yeah.
When my son was diagnosed in 2011. The guys actually, without me knowing, put together a fundraiser and raised a whole heap of cash to help out my family.
Yeah.
And I basically said from there on that any gig that I do to raise money for any sort of cause, I'll never charge any money, and I do it wholeheartedly without question. So that's what I've been doing for the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Well, people who are watching can stay tuned and see you perform later on.
You're
doing a stand-up set.
I'm going to do a little bit, so you guys better laugh, or else.
He'll kick the shit out of you.
Kick the shit out of you.
On that note, thank you very much, Dave.
It's a pleasure.
In, mate. Let's go back to Sean right now.
Thanks, Tommy, and thank you, David, for coming on the show. We hate having him, but he lives in the cupboard, so we have to have him on. Hey, but more importantly, on a serious note, as David mentioned, his son does have leukemia, and he doesn't know this, and we want to do this on behalf of Planet Unearth and the production company as well. For every subscriber we get via our website from now until the end of Season 3, which will take us up to October, close to the end of the year. For every subscriber we get, we will donate $1 to David's cause and looking after his son who has leukemia. So get on there. The website is www.planetunearth.com.au. It's up on screen now. Click on subscribe and get subscribing. For every subscriber we get from now until the end of Season 3, $1 will be donated to a very, very worthy cause for kids who obviously have leukemia. All right. I have forgotten what I have to do.
Go to an ad.
Here we go. Thanks to my director, Robert Bender. We are going to an ad. Let's go to it.